Hey guys, welcome back to the Fool Show. Of course, I am Foolish Phil. Today at work, the story broke. Juwan Howard was fired by Michigan, AD Ward Manuel. This is something that I thought was a long time coming. I honestly thought they should have fired him back in January, at least February. If you look at their main rival, Ohio State, they fired their head coach who had a better record than Michigan did. But Ward Manuel let Juwan Howard finish out the season, and he was released of his coaching responsibilities today. This is something that was totally needed. I mean, if you just look at the track record and the trajectory of the program, it was a no-brainer. It just made you wonder what took so long. Again, I think they should have fired him in the middle of the season. His first year, COVID stopped it, so Michigan was on the bubble, probably like a 6 seed or something. I was just reading online, maybe it would have been 6, but COVID stopped that. Year 2, 23-5, number 1 seed, right? Okay, great. And then I believe he got a new contract. Maybe it was the year after he got a new contract there. He might have got the contract right there after so 4 years. So anyways, he got a contract somewhere in there. Then Sweet 16, they really underperformed the next year, but got hot, beat Colorado State and Tennessee in March Madness, but lost to Villanova. Then NIT, and then missed March Madness altogether. Not a good trajectory. 23-5 as the number 1 seed, 17-14 last year NIT. No. And just the standard issues too, where this team inexplicably would lose late leads, going long periods of time without getting any points. You would have just terrible stretches of basketball. And then you continue this year where the team would have leads at halftime, so many games, and just get obliterated in the second half. The stat was they're the second worst plus-minus score in the whole country in Power 5 teams. How can you think this coach can turn things around? And finally, Ward Manuel wised up. I wonder if he was thinking this all the time and just didn't want to, be rude to Juwan Howard or whatever it is. But I guess we can say finally, Ward Manuel has done something that seems to be worthwhile at Michigan. He's, hasn't rehired the baseball coach. You had, other ones where he hired the volleyball coach and then fired him like 2 months later. I don't know how he really has a job. He seems to not be very good at his job. Anyways, this isn't a fire Ward Manuel post. This is about Juwan Howard getting fired. It just makes sense. He had to go. Now the question, well, 2 thoughts there before I go. It's always sad when this happens because he's a Fab Fiver. He came back. It was a bad situation because John Beilein quit late in the cycle. He quit to go to the NBA. And so, it was already May, I believe it was, when John Beilein quit, and there were not lots of coaching options left. And Juwan Howard was there, and he had spent lots of time in the NBA as a pro, some time with Eric Spoelstra at Miami, but he had absolutely no head coaching experience and no college coaching experience. And you could see it. Maybe his sets work really well in the NBA, but his development of players was lacking. People just didn't do much better. And so, again, he has to go. Not to belabor the point. Juwan Howard's gone. Who do you want to have come in? I said it before, I think you want Collins out of Northwestern. 1, Northwestern is an academic school, similar to Michigan. 2, he knows the Big Ten. 3, he gets the most out of his players and he develops talent. He's making the NCAA tournament at Northwestern. Finally, I know they had the long stretch where they were the only Power 5 team not to make the tournament. And now they are. So it's yeah. He can win. He can win with limitations academically. He can develop talent. So, I know there will be other candidates, but I would definitely go with, I think it's Chris Collins at Northwestern. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts, please put them in the box below. I'll try to respond as I'm able to. As always, thanks for watching, and go blue.